Welcome to tonight's live with Myri 360. And we are going to start tonight's live with the cocktail of the evening, right? Cocktail of the evening, old school, hood classic, Incredible Hulk. Old school hood classic, Incredible Hulk, Hennessy, Hypnotic. Can't go wrong. How do you go wrong with the old school classic? Friday, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, Incredible Hulk. Hood classics. So tonight on 360, we're going to be talking about project management. Now, I real estate best with a few drinks in me. So throughout the evening, as I'm talking through why Myri 360 is going to help everyone manage their project efficiently, I'm going to be tapping into the hood classic Incredible Hulk. And the more I have of this, the more liberal I am about sharing the secrets to get everyone rocking and rolling. So for everyone that just joined, the drink of tonight, hood classic Incredible Hulk. Simple Hennessy, Hypnotic, and a block of ice. Not too much ice though. When you drop 4 or 5 cubes of ice, you bastardize it. So keep it simple, right? 1 to 2 cubes of ice, Hennessy, Hypnotic. So tonight's topic, Myri 360 and project management. And what I want to explain to everyone, and is often the unsung hero of any real estate transaction, is a good project management system. So tonight we're talking about not only the project management system, but how Myri 360 has provided a project management tool that systemizes the entire process and project into a single push button concept. All right. So the first thing that Myri 360 has done is made managing your projects easy. And that's from the first time you walk to evaluate a project all the way through to the time your project is sold. So Myri 360 has just made this entire process a simple push button concept. And if you're newer to the business, we actually have created a step-by-step guide on how to get you through your first, second, even fifth project to make sure that no detail goes overlooked. All right. So let's cheers to that. Let's cheers to Myri 360 being the first real estate exclusive project management app on Android and iOS. So cheers. Oh, that stings something beautiful. So for everyone that just joined, drink of the night, Incredible Hulk, Hood Classic, Hennessy, Hypnotic. All right. And for everyone who's going to try this, grab your bottle of Hennessy, grab your bottle of Hypnotic. Do not bastardize this drink with multiple ice cubes. 2 ice cubes, that's it. Anything else is blasphemy. All right. So tonight's topic, Myri 360 and project management. Let me introduce myself to everyone that's just joined. My name is Adonis Lockett. I am the founder and I'm the visionary for Myri 360. I created Myri 360 so everyone who wants an opportunity to get into real estate can do so without bankrupting your life savings, maxing out your credit cards, without you having to spend 6 months beating the streets to understand who's who or what's what. Myri 360 was created to give everyone an equal opportunity to own real estate. There are more than enough houses to go around for everyone. So everyone deserves an opportunity to have passive and residual income without the expense of risking your entire life savings to do so. So that's why Myri 360 was created. Now, why project management is important is because getting into the deal is only half the battle. Once you get into the deal, if you do not manage your project, if you do not manage your finances properly, your first project could bankrupt you. And one thing that's rarely talked about, everyone will teach you how to get a deal, how to sell a deal, how to rent a house, but no one will tell you how to manage your project. And you will never make it to success without getting to the point of a proper management system. Whether you're preceding your purchase, in the middle of your transaction, or well into owning rental properties, if you don't have a good project management system in place, it will all implode and you will lose money every time. You will forget something. You will overlook something. And here's the thing, even the best of us make simple mistakes that cost thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. My RA360 has made it where as long as you plug into the system, you will have a process. So first thing is, well, Adonis, if my RA360 is just this saving grace to real estate, what were people doing before the project management system? Well, I can tell you very clearly. Ask any investor who owns a handful of properties how he manages his personnel, her personnel. She will tell you through some platform, through the experienced ones right up here. Ask them how they're managing their accounting through QuickBooks, through these other online softwares. Ask them how they're managing their workflow through Microsoft Project, through Google. So the more you ask these investors what they were doing, you'll start hearing multiple different avenues for aspects of their project management system. So what I'd like to know is, before I keep going, guys, ask me questions. If there's anything that I'm saying that doesn't make sense, if there's anything that I'm asking or saying that you need clarity on, I want this to be interactive. I don't want to sit here and preach to you. I want you to challenge me on the things that I'm telling you. And what I want to make this make sense for you all. So for those of you who are watching, who are currently in real estate, let me ask you, what are you using to manage your accounting in your real estate project? Hell, what are you using to manage your accounting in any project? What do you use to manage your workflow, your personnel, your timelines? And ask for anyone who's watching right now, tell me what it is that you're using to manage your real estate project, because I'm interested to know if there are other solutions out there that my RA360 will come and rival against. So for everyone that's joining, tonight's topic is my RA360 in the project management system. Tonight's drink is a Hood Classic, Hennessy and Hypnotic with 1 cube of ice, maybe 2. Anything over 2, you're ruining the drink. I'm going to stress that tonight. Do not overindulge on ice on the Hood Classic, please. All right, so for tonight's meeting, let's start with the My 360 project management tool, getting into your first project, getting into your next project, walking through a house and being able to put the proper rehab budget together. Most investors flop on their first, second, third deal by underbidding what their project is. You think you're going to have a $50,000 renovation and your rehab budget comes out to $70,000. You can't afford it. So now you start cutting corners on quality. You start cutting corners on process. And at the end of the project, you have a house that you're charging top dollar for that no one wants because you've given the lowest quality of material, the lowest quality of product or process, because you just simply did not budget properly for that project. My RA360's Rehab Estimator solves that problem, because while you're walking through your next project, you can create a estimate for that project real time. And not only are you going to create an estimate for that project real time, you're also going to be able to use either your custom rates or the market rates for your local area. So I see a question come in. How do we get into properties with no money or little money from my pocket? Is there a chance to do that? So let me be the first to tell you. Can you buy real estate without money? Absolutely not. You cannot buy anything without money. This is not the 1500s. We are not on a barter system. Can you buy real estate without your money? Absolutely. So you'll hear a lot of people say, buy real estate with no money. There's no such thing. What people are telling you is buy real estate leveraging someone else's money. And we actually talk about that in our 360 education, Hard Money. And the hard money education teaches you how to take someone else's money, leverage that to get into real estate with little or possibly no money down. The reason why I was able to flip over 100 houses in 4 years was because I leveraged hard money. And at one point, because of how much volume I did, my lender was giving me 100% financing. So that means that I came to the table with a few dollars and I owned the house. So to answer your question, yes, I was able to buy real estate, not with no money, but with someone else's money, and it was not my money. So I want to make sure that we're all clear. Real estate is not a barter. You will buy real estate, but when you learn the game, you can buy with someone else's money. Log on to Myron 360 Education, watch the intro to hard money, watch the advanced hard money education, and they put you on the game on how to do that. And guess what the best part is? You're going to learn that for free. Log on to 360 right now, www.myre360.com. You click register. Well, don't log on right now per se. Log on after this is done. Log on for free. Start watching how to leverage hard money, an intro in advance, and they put you on how to leverage their money to get into real estate with pretty much no money out of pocket. All right. So one thing with the project management, and I'm gonna tell you my biggest woe to date. I bought a house that I bought for $25,000 that I was going to sell for $100,000. Killer, right? It's a simple $30,000 rehab. Buy for 25, fix it up for 30. I'm 55 in. I'm gonna make $45,000 gross. The problem was that I walked in there and I did not properly capture all the things that the house needed to be done. So that house ended up costing me not $30,000, $60,000 to fix. Now, fortunately for me, my bad luck and my inexperience in managing a project made the project run 9 months long. By that time, the house had appreciated to $125,000. So I actually was $65,000, $70,000 in, sold for $125,000. I ended up lucking up. But that is not something that I would ever encourage anyone to do. Never play appreciation. You never bank on your property appreciating to reach a number to make it profitable. So everyone that just joined, let me first of all welcome everyone. Tonight's topic is project management, how the Myron 360 project management tool is going to help everyone get through your projects efficiently and effectively. And our drink tonight, Hood Classic, Credible Hawk, Hennessy, Hypnotic, 2 hits of ice. Anything more than 2 hits of ice, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. All right. So the Myron 360 Project Management app is available for a free download on Android and iOS. So after this live, log on to your app store, log on to the Play Store, download the app. So I see your question. Thank you. Guess the money has to be low interest because how are we going to win giving other people our profit? Still slavery. So I don't want to get into a debate about too much of, owing money and what's the best way to go about it. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Everyone who is successful, who is a major corporation, who is a big individual has leverage. No one has made it to the top not leveraging debt. So please abandon the notion that you are being succumbed to a bigger rigged system by taking on debt. The truth of the matter is, you ask any Wall Street guy, debt is a requirement for scale. But back to our project management, and please, I don't want to discourage you. Keep these questions coming because I love the interaction. So the project management app is available on Android, is on iOS, and is a desktop version. So wherever you are, if you need to log on to the project management app, do so, and your rehab estimator will allow you to put a rehab estimate together as you're walking through your next project real time. So you can and it will actually ask you about 80 questions about what needs to be done. And if that item needs to be done, all you do is select whether it's a rental grade, average, or high-end fix, and it will tell you an allocation of what that line item will cost per your local market rates. So you can literally spend 10 minutes in a house and have a rehab estimate down to the lowest detail based on market rates, and you know how to properly estimate your project. So as you go through more and more projects, you'll start seeing things that you didn't even think about that the project management app is telling you to be mindful of, right? So I see a question. How much does a project management app cost? My RE360 as a collective is free. The project management app is part of your membership with My RE360. There is no trial membership. There is no 3 months. My RE360 is free. And the next question I'm going to get is why would we have something like this for free? Because everyone deserves the opportunity to earn passive income without bankrupting your life savings, without spending 6 months trying to get into the who's who. Everyone deserves the right to have something beyond their 9 to 5 or their day to day. And that's why we created this. So this was created for every one of you to get out there, take on, and this is not something you necessarily have to quit your job for, but take on passive income. For anyone that's been affected by COVID, you understand how important it is to have multiple streams of income. So as you decide to get into real estate, you walk your first project, the rehab estimator tells you exactly what your project's going to cost. Now what do? Now I've got my estimate, I got a deal under contract. Now the next thing is the project management pre-purchase checklist. So My RE360 is going to tell you step by step everything that you need to do leading up to the purchase of your property. So it's going to walk you through, hey, did you get your property inspection? Did you get earnest over the title? Option fee? Did you get your utilities turned on? Etc., etc. So this pre-purchase checklist tells you everything that you need to do leading up to the purchase. Now, let's just say you have a very particular process and these things aren't highlighted in the app. You can simply just add your customized processes to this app and it will stay in there for each of your future projects. So for everyone that just joined, tonight's topic, the My RE360 project management, how project management is helping you grow, why the project management piece is such the unsung hero of the real estate investor, and also the drink of the evening, Incredible Hulk, Hennessy, Hypnotic, 2 hits of ice, nothing more. Do not bastardize it with 3 hits of ice. 3 hits is too much. All right, so project management, moving on to the actual rehab tool. This is the bread and butter of our project management app. The rehab tool allows you to manage your team members, your workflow, your accounting, your timeline, your budgeting. It allows you to do everything from a single place. That means that whenever there's a job that needs to be done, you can coordinate calendar invites. You can include those subs or that GC to the calendar invites. You can have reminders emailed to you. So the project management app allows you to not forget anything because it shows up as a push notification on your phone, shows up as an email, shows up in your calendar. So it will literally tell you step by step, if you've never done a project before, the proper sequence in which you should conduct your project. Now, I say that very loosely because everyone has a process that may work for them, but we're working strictly on what the industry is saying is proper process. So the standard workflow per the industry will be itemized out and it'll tell you step by step what you should do, and it'll tell you what the technician type that should do it, how much you have allocated for your budget that you called, oh my gosh, it's heavy. How much you have allocated in your rehab estimator that you did earlier. Once you start paying your GC, it'll actually tell you how much has been paid out and how much is remaining in your rehab budget. So the project management tool literally allows you to do everything in your project from a single location. So I cannot stress to you guys enough how important it is to have visibility to your project, because before you know it, you, with slight upgrades here or there, may have your project run away from you and your $30,000 profit becomes $5,000 over a period of 4 or 5 months. You've made $1,000 a month, you might as well have gotten a part-time job. So the project management tool keeps you grounded, keeps you informed of your process, of your budget, keeps you looped in. So I want to just stress to everyone, the unsung hero, the often overlooked golden child, the project management process of a real estate transaction. And it does not matter your strategy, every strategy has to stick to a process. Questions. Can the project management tool send a reminder to the contractor to show up? Yes, it can. I don't know why I froze on that. Yes, it can. So I can actually, in any time I schedule a subcontractor or my GC that we need to meet at a certain day at a certain time, once I input it into the project management app, I can have in my GC tagged, and if I'm supposed to meet them at 12 o'clock, they'll get a calendar reminder at Tuesday at 12 o'clock, you're meeting Adonis to walk through insulation or electrical, whatever it is. So every single line item in my rehab estimator tool and in my rehab tool, I can tag the responsible party and it show up in their calendar just as it does mine. So great info on the app. Is there something for bare land to small home for resale? So right now, the project management app is in beta, which means that this is our first version of the project management tool. When I tell you that the project management tool, by the time I'm done with it, it will be able to read your mind as far as for what you want and literally do everything for you with a simple hit go. I have the next 4 years of this tool's evolution mapped out. That means that by the time I'm done with the project management tool, if you have created your profile, you've been on 360 and it's gotten familiar with your process, you'll be driving down the road, you'll get a push notification, hey, there's an investment property that fits your criteria. You'll click a button, it'll pull up on your maps, take you in front of the house. You will click another button, it'll give you all of the details of everything that you'd ever want to know about that project. You will click another button, it will send that project to your entire team. You will click another button, it'll run a full analysis on all of your numbers, and then you'll hit submit to seller and it'll submit an offer to your seller. That's the evolution of this tool. The only problem is my dev team just cannot keep up with the vision. But everything that this tool, everything you could ever want to be automated for you from a project management standpoint will exist in this tool. So stick with it. It's free to download. It's free to register. Get the project management app tool. And I'm going to please ask, if the tool is lacking something that you need, let me know. At Adonis Lockett on Instagram, at Adonis Lockett on Facebook, at MyRA360, email support@myra360.com. If there's anything you want this project management tool to have that it doesn't right now, I can tell you 90% confident it's already been thought of and put in the pipeline to be created. We just don't have the ability to build as quickly as I want to get it rolled out. But your project management is essential. I cannot stress that enough. The Hood Classic, Incredible Hulk, 2 of these will get you right. I cannot stress that enough. And I cannot stress the fact that of everything I said tonight, do not bastardize your drink with more than 3 cubes of ice. Cool? So guys, I appreciate everyone joining me. Register for MyRA360. It is free. www.myra360.com. Download the app, Android, iOS. Google Play Store, it's all there, and just watch how the 360 project management tool evolves, and it's going to just blow your mind. So I think that's my cue to wrap up. So everyone, thank you for joining. Please register, and I'll see you guys all next week.